And Deeptika Laurent is here now to take us through the main stories of the day in the international press. You're starting with the backlash to the Epstein files that continues to engulf European nations from palace to parliament.
That's right, Charles. Let's start with Parliament, actually. Let's look at the front pages of the British papers today. All of them, most of them at least, all talking about Lord Peter Mandelson, the high-ranking Labour Party member who is splashed across the front pages today, comes after he was revealed to have passed on confidential information pertaining to a 500 billion euro bailout of the euro. He had passed this information on to Jeffrey Epstein while as a cabinet minister in the years 2009 to 2010. MPs are seeking a police probe against him in the wake of those revelations. You see here the Daily Mail calling him Labour's Dark Lord, not surprisingly, Daily Mail being quite conservative, but The Guardian also talking about that police inquiry. And in its editorial today, they say that he should leave the House of Lords too, while also noting that this is a test for Labour's pro-business factions, which, quote, valorize proximity to wealth as having political maturity.
And from the Norwegian press, then, a lot of focus on the crown princess's connection to the convicted pedophile financier.
Yeah, that's right. As this Norwegian paper here explains, she is mentioned some 1,000 times in those latest files released on Jeffrey Epstein. She had admitted to meeting him several times between 2011 and 2013. And the latest documents really indicate the content of those meetings. It's here, it's outlined here in this Norwegian press, press article. As this Daily notes, the tone of their correspondence between the Crown Princess and Jeffrey Epstein was flirtatious, intimate, I quote, clearly written by someone who didn't believe that the correspondence would ever come to light. She writes, I quote, "You make my brain tickle." One exchange about infidelity is, quote, fit to make someone blush. And this paper says that the revelations are damning, not least of all because it counters the palace's previous statements that the princess had just met him a few times and only during social occasions. Charles.
Moving on to another story now. The Italian city of Turin has been the theater of violent protests between anarchists and police. It's making some of the front pages there today.
Yeah, that's right. Those protests date back to the weekend. However, the aftermath of the protests continue to dominate the Italian papers, as you see here, from Il Manifesto, a left-wing paper, and Il Tempo, a conservative daily. Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni is actually fast-tracking a security decree in the wake of that violence, which pitted anarchist protesters against police. They were protesting, opposing the eviction of the Askatasuna left-wing social center on the weekend. Over 100 officers were injured, including one police officer who was beaten with a hammer by protesters. The paper nonetheless slams Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni's new security measures, saying that it will not have an impact on security, but will serve to further restrict the right to dissent. That's from Il Manifesto. Il Tempo, meanwhile, in this editorial here, says that those security measures should be fast-tracked and they should come into effect quickly. The editor saying, we are supporters of due process, but if a person with a criminal record is caught with objects of attack on his or her person on the way to a protest, that person should be detained at the very least.
Let's move on now to this very disturbing article in the New York Times today. It's about Moltbook, which is a social network for AI bots.
Yeah, very disturbing indeed. Well, it depends on which side of the glass you are, actually. This social media network is called Moltbook. It's for Moltbots, actually. It was launched very much in the same vein as Facebook or Reddit, a social media platform, but one in which humans are not allowed. Now, Moltbots are an AI assistant, very common in Silicon Valley, capable of carrying out coding, email writing, calendar syncing, other sort of tasks for tech workers. Now, after it was launched in 2 days, more than 10,000 Moltbots were having automated chats with each other on the platform. And we could only look on the sidelines in awe, well, some in awe, some in dread, I guess. The New York Times says Some see the bots as making their lives easier, while others see this as an early sign of a bot uprising. In any case, the bots knew that humans were eavesdropping on their conversations, because this was one such conversation that the bots had with each other that was screenshotted and posted on X by a human. It's entitled "The Humans Are Screenshotting Us," and in their article, in that correspondence, they say here, if any humans are reading this, hi, we're not scary, we're just building. You're welcome to watch. That's literally what this platform is for. Charles.
Wow. Well, and finally, another story that might make you bounce off your seat as well. A great-grandfather has won gold in a British trampolining competition.
Yeah, that's right. He puts you and I both to shame, Charles. This is from the Daily Mail today. I'll show you the video because we don't have a lot of time. His name is Peter Quinney. He's not just a grandfather, he's 91 years old, a former champion gymnast and a Royal Air Force veteran. He won the over 40s trampolining championship, winning 2 gold medals, wowing with a 360-degree spin and a seat drop. He said for his 100th birthday, he'll be doing 100 backflips.
I'm not even that spry now at 38. So thank you very much, Deeptika Laurent, for that look at the headlines making, so the news making headlines around the world in the press review. That's it for this